way back in the bar. Holy shit. Whoa, boy. Way back. That's way back, man. If you are a Real to Sports podcast OG, you would know about that intro. Holy shit. I get goosebumps just looking at it. The nervousness inside me, well, when I first said I was so goddamn nervous first show. Holy hell. But hold on, y'all. I got the real intro right here.
Can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark, I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah, so what's up? I told her move over, enough of that mediocre. I've been the man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer, ayy. Lot of heart, been smart, aura gotta glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine, don't you get it confused. I'ma win again, yeah, that's all that I do. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me.
Welcome, everybody, everyone. Welcome, everybody, to the Saturday Spectacle. Welcome, everybody. It's known as is the Real to Sports Talk Show. And welcome to the Real to Sports Podcast 3-year anniversary show. And today, we got some interesting NBA discussion for you. And we're going to talk about Christian McCaffrey and the San Francisco 49ers. Matt Eberflus was fired by Chicago Bears. So who should be the guy to lead the Bears in 2025? We are here, and it is year 3. The podcast is ready, and we hope you are entertained today. It is three long years, and I am honored to sit here amongst these 3 gentlemen that's been here on this glorious ride. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the best damn podcast panel on YouTube. They are the Real to Sports podcast panel. My guys, they are here. Saxonville is still going. Fuck what they say. Still going. Duval County is in the building representing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Also, he represents the defending NBA champion, the Boston Celtics. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Rock. Rockstar Rock is in the building.
How y'all doing today? Just want to say we're looking to put on a good show for y'all. This is the 3-year anniversary of Real to Sports. You know, I came in last year, help my fellow panelists rock this show out.
Yes,
and
sir.
It's an honor to be around and get to know these guys and partake in their intellectual ability regarding the sports. And I just want to say I'm proud of everybody that I'm on the show with and those who rocking with us and going to continue to rock with us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Rock is in the building. The Rock is in the building. I got the OG. Oh, boy. I mean, he got him down in Haynes Mall right there lined up. That's a long line to get to him. Oldest ride, longest line. That's quote by Ric Flair. The OG. Yes, sir. And he represent, I'm talking about the mighty, red hot Minnesota Vikings, 10-2, that officially entered the NFL playoffs. The 10-2 Minnesota Vikings This man is the longest reigning NFL trivia champion. He is the legend, the legendary Q-Dog.
What's going on, people? I tell you, today is a real glorious moment. I'm just happy to be to be able to celebrate the 3-year anniversary of this podcast. It seems like we came a long way, and we're still moving. And I'm glad for those of y'all who stuck with us, and those who are still here. Uh, my podcast members, T Rock and Mark, glad to be a part of y'all every week, seeing y'all intellect and see what knowledge that y'all can bring to the people. I just want to say, to me personally, I want to thank the host for bringing me in. This has been a part of my life that I enjoy now. I enjoy being on the show on Saturdays, sharing a couple of hours with two the intelligent people in the world on this podcast, and also bringing y'all good information about the sport class and also the men's lounge. We can never forget that. That is so important too. So we're gonna continue on pushing a good fight with the Lord behind us, and hoping that we grow and get more members and get more listeners and more viewers and more people to come on to this podcast. But I just want to say, this 3-year anniversary is something special, and I just want to thank you, host, for bringing me in.
Thank you, brother. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I should be thanking you and you and you. Oh, man. And you too out there that's watching. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. 3 years. God damn. It's just still fumbling in my head right now. I can't believe it. Holy hell. Last but not least, speaking of 3 years, this man has been with me since the very first episode where he fucked up. But we're going to leave it be. This man has been with me since the very first episode, man. The very first episode. I tell you, this man was hard as hell to catch. He was hard as hell to catch, boy. Holy smoke, like a damn Pokemon thing. You gotta catch him. Oh, man. Representing the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. He is Oklahoma State alumni. Go Pokes. They up in the building. The wrestling trivia champion. He is a wrestling archive himself and the host of On the Mark, he covers college football news on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. live right here on YouTube. He is the very talented and Mr. Very hard to find, Young Mark.
What's going on, man? It's crazy to think that literally 3 years ago, by a chance encounter at the barbershop, somebody told host about this loud, outspoken, unapologetic Raider fan named Mark. Host just so happened to catch me on a random Saturday at the barbershop, and the rest was history. We've been locked in ever since. Congratulations to the host and congratulations to the podcast on 3 years. Got a lot more to go and a lot more great content to give you. And it's funny, every time we get on here, I got to hear about the longest reigning NFL trivia champion. Let's not forget who the most dominant and greatest NFL trivia champion of all time is. See, I had to defend my title each and every week. Nobody has more successful consecutive title defenses than me. But Q-Dog here, he get all the credit for being the longest reigning. Man, the dude has more gaps between the Vikings' last Super Bowl appearance than now.
Oh, damn.
The title defenses of the title.
Oh, damn.
Freaking President Obama was still in office the last time he defended that thing, man. Come on now. Longest reigning. Get out of here, man.
Hey, one thing about Q, boy, he never retaliates.
He get in the ring. That's what.
We got to set that up.
Oh, I ain't worried about all that talk. Just get in the ring.
I mean, like, hey, when you're a Vikings fan, you've seen them come so close yet fall short every single time to get close to greatness. I be in a waiting and let's see it happen mode too. I ain't mad at you,
Oh
dog.
shit!
No. Hey, keep your dentist insurance up. That's what I gotta tell you.
Morton Anderson, Adrian Peterson,
Don't
the
need it.
'98 Vikings, the Purple People Eaters in the '70s. Always the bridesmaid, but never the bride, dog.
But you know what, Q?
Different story this year.
Here's a guy that Mark gonna talk shit to. Oh, he's in the building. I see him. Y'all don't see him, but I see him. I see him. And he resides down in the bayou. He resides down there, bayou, shall down in the bayou there. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. Representing 504. One-time Super Bowl champion, the New Orleans Saints. He is the flyest man in the land. GC.
What it do, baby?
GC,
What
boy.
504, baby? What it do?
Let's
What it
go.
What's
do?
happening, man?
What's happening, baby?
What's happening, fellas? What's going on, man? What up?
The
What it
biggest
do?
Baker
Boy.
Mayfield fan in the world, right there. That's Baker Mayfield's biggest fan, ladies
My
and
guy don't
gentlemen.
use kickers, man. He don't
Hey,
use kickers in fantasy
bro.
football, yo.
Hell no.
Listen, you don't need a kicker when you 2-9. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm with you, G. I'm down there with you, baby.
And then the kicker I had.
Couple of games you could have knocked some people out of playoff position.
Yeah.
How your other
Hey, like I say, the most dangerous team is at the bottom. I'm telling you.
No, but it all started I had forgot one week, and I was just like, bro, ain't no way I'm losing because I didn't put in the kicker. And then like next week, the same thing happened again. And I was like, you know what? It ain't meant to be. But no, man.
Yes, sir. I got New Orleans in the building. My man,
Hey,
my man.
Hey, everywhere, baby.
Yes, sir, baby.
Everywhere.
It's so good to see you, G. God damn, boy.
Man. It's been a minute, bro.
For real,
my job tricked me, bro. They said, you know, we're gonna get some new equipment. Everything was gonna slow down.
Yeah.
That was a lie, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go. Jumping like rabbits, man.
I feel you, bro. Hey, at least you out here getting it. God damn, I applaud you for that shit. At least you out here getting it. Boy, I tell you.
Got to.
What's up, Chris? Chris is in the
going
building.
on, man?
Chris.
Whoa.
Glad to be part of the journey, man. We're glad you're here, bro. We're glad you're here. Antonio McClannon. Panthers fan. Okay. Panther pride. Keep grinding. Okay.
We lost to the Panthers.
We lost two. Shit. We lost to them all too.
Host, didn't we agree we weren't going to bring that game up no more?
You gotta all the ass whoopings we done gave out, I gotta be able to take them too. So it is what it is. Antonio. Yes, sir. What's up, bro?
What's going on?
Man, thank you for being a part of the show, man. Oh, that's what's up, baby. Yes, sir. Share it. Yeah, tell them all. But thank you, man. This is our 3-year anniversary. We've been at this thing hard body, man. 3 years straight. These dudes right here, man, I'm telling you, just sit back and relax, bro. Just listen to them. That's all I can tell you. Sit back and relax. If you got a little drink or whatever, go ahead and get you some ice. You know what I'm saying? Gonna shake that mug up real quick and listen to these guys. This is better than Speak. This is better than Get Off. This is better than all that shit that you see on ESPN. You know why? Because we say the shit that's supposed to be said.
Every time.
Let's go, baby.
Wait, you mean we don't talk about the Cowboys every show?
Oh, it's talking about the damn Cowboy. Hell no. All right, man. Let's get this thing started. You know, we haven't jumped in the NBA yet. Haven't jumped in the NBA this year because the NBA is, to me, it's trash. But I mean, to some it's different. It's different. But I just want to ask the podcast, man. I seen this on. I see this on Facebook. I don't know where I seen it, but I said, let me ask the guys this. And this is random because the guys don't even know what I'm going to talk about. But this is random. All this is coming off the top of their domes. NBA basketball provides some of the most greatest displays of individual athleticism in team sports. But the ultimate moment is the buzzer beater. When a player is called games and ends the affair as time run out. Some of the most inedible moments in basketball history are buzzer beaters. Jerry West's 60-footer in the 1970 NBA Finals. Michael Jordan's the shot over Craig Elo. Derek Fisher. Fuck that shit. I can't believe they put that in there. Oh, my God. I can't believe they put that in there. Anyway, Derek Fisher's fall away with 0.4 seconds left against my San Antonio Spurs. Whatever. Q, I know you was going crazy on that one, bro.
Think I wasn't?
I know you were, bro. God damn. I hated that shit there. Oh, my God. That shit irks me now, but I got to give him credit, though. That Derek Fisher was a killer. Not to jump off subject, man, but Derek Fisher was a straight killer. But anyway, Kawhi Leonard's quadruple dunker to eliminate the 76ers in last year. Well, last year. In the Game 7 of the Eastern Finals, Damian Lillard's bad shot over Paul George to end the series against Oklahoma City. But anyway, all these game-winning shots. So I want to get at the question, and why not start with New Orleans finest right here, the flyest man in the land? We're going to start with him. You know, why not? If you had to choose, GC, an NBA player of any era, to make the game-winning shot to win Game 7 of the NBA Finals, what player would you choose to take that final shot?
Oh, man. Oh.
Gotcha. I knew it. Got him. Got him. This is a hell of a debate question. It's a barbershop question.
Yeah, because there's literally too many options because you could focus on the stars. You got role players that you can include. I'm gonna just live and die by Jordan. I'm gonna live and die by Jordan every time.
Can't go wrong.
I ain't gonna be biased and pick my guy, you know, because everybody know my guy.
Who's that? KD.
KD, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna pick KD.
Larry Sniper.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can literally give it to him, shoot it over anybody.
Oh hell yeah!
But I live and die by Jordan.
All right, Mike Jordan. Tonio said Allen Iverson. Can't go wrong on that one. Mm-hmm. It's many avenues. It's many avenues in this. It's many avenues. Mark,
you got a lot of cold killers out there.
Hell yeah, Mark.
Hey man, it's real easy to say somebody like Michael Jordan or Kevin Durant, but you know me, man. I'm a homer. I saw this man do it countless times, both in college and when he got to the pros. Give me number 15 from UConn University. Give me Kemba Walker, man.
Kemba Walker.
Cardiac Kemba. Whether it was the step back in Madison Square
Garden. That mid-range is off the chain.
The buzzer beater he had a couple years ago against Toronto in Indiana to get us in the play-in. You can't tell me nothing wrong about Kemba Walker. That is my basketball version of Derek Carr and Baker Mayfield. So give me Kemba Walker all day.
Whoa.
Hey, respectfully, GC, Kemba Walker alone is better than any player to ever play for the Pelicans, including Anthony Davis, my guy.
First off, I don't even like AD like that. Okay, so
do anybody?
Ain't worry about that. You can send the shots all you want to. You know?
Did anybody? I mean, shit. Anthony Davis.
Oh, I'm sorry. He ain't better than Chris Paul. Stop it.
Yeah.
And we had Baron Davis.
Ooh.
Come on now. Respect us.
Chris Paul. I'm a Bulls fan, so MJ number 1. But after that, got to say LeBron, Curry, or Kobe.
The Curry Avenue is insane.
Curry.
Curry could hit from back court like it's nothing.
Curry. You gotta guard his ass during the game. Just it's a game winning shot. Shit. LeBron, I leave that subject alone. I leave that shit alone. Let's go to Floyd Money Rottweiler.
I like that. Now, once you brought this question up, I actually started just thinking off guys off break to, but just because it's one player, I'm gonna stick with one player. But I'm gonna have to go with you know what? It ain't gonna be nobody from Boston since you wanted to say the bum ass. I was actually gonna say I was gonna go with Kobe or Steph Curry.
Okay. Kobe, you definitely not wrong. He's definitely not wrong with Kobe Bryant. God bless his soul, man. God damn. Oh boy, I get sentimental with Kobe Bryant. I hated him, but I loved him.
Dwayne Wade, even.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade hit a lot of game winners. For Miami, yeah. Prime D Wade hit a lot of game winners.
yeah, he did. I don't know. It's me
his retirement year, he hit a game winner on Golden State. And that's when they had KD and Steph. Yeah, they went back to the final. So you could, if you mean by just off of game winning shots, you ain't say it had to be a three. You say game winning shot.
Yeah, game winning shot. Yeah.
You put the ball in D Wade hand, he can get to the rim. Floater.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, he can get to the rim now. That's for sure. Yeah, it don't have to necessarily be a 3-pointer or anything like that. Hell, he can throw the shit behind his back if y'all I care. OG, the man who's seen a lot of basketball in his day. If you had to choose an NBA player of any era to make the game-winning shot to win Game 7 of the NBA Finals, what player would you choose to take that final shot?
Well, to tell the truth, man, this actually a good question. I have really thought about this a long time with NBA players. Always recognize that a good NBA player, one that wants to be one of the elite, somewhere down the line, you have to be able to hit a buzzer beater. A buzzer beater to me is that you're putting team on your shoulders, far as the Moses Malone, God rest his soul, taking them to the promised land. You want this ball, and you're going to hit this shot. 0.something seconds, up under 10 seconds or whatever, 0.5, you the man. It's in your heart. You have to have a championship heart. Everybody cannot shoot that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. I'm telling you, out of all the NBA players we got coming throughout the league, we can only name about 10 buzzer beater guys that shoot the shot. That's small to all the players that come in. What that's saying is that it's only a special elite players that on that level that if you put the ball in their hand, they have a will to achieve. And to me, the person I would pick, because I've seen it personally, and the man was just so amazing to me. The man to come in and win an NCAA championship, then turn around the next year and win an NBA championship. No one else ever had done that and played in the NBA championship, and that's Magic Johnson. I seen him time and time again shoot buzzer beater shots. He said I always want to beat the Celtics with a shot. You got the one that's going out of bounds. You take the one, shoot it out of bounds and bank it right off the square in the Knicks. Run on with his hands up. The one he dribbled in the middle and King McHale is all in his face. All three of them, baby hook, all net. Mm-hmm. So you have to be the type of person. To me, we can name numerous ones. I mean, I think of Reggie Miller. These type of guys. And the ones that y'all named Robert Horry. But you have to be. To me, it has to be in you. It has to be in you that that it's right here. And so I don't know if either one of us on here can shoot a championship shot. That's a lot of pressure. But you got to be made of something special to shoot that shot, and they have the courage to shoot that shot and want to shoot it. Mm-hmm. Want to shoot it. Mm-hmm. A lot of people back up for that. They don't want that. That ain't them. But these guys we talk about. But to me, I would say Magic Johnson.
Magic. Let me tell y'all. Q already said them, but I'm gonna tell y'all because I'm in old school too. I like old school, man. New school is fine. Don't get me wrong. You got Steph Curry leading the way. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan is great out here, man. But give me one guy and give me the Indiana Pacers great Reggie Miller. Give me Reggie Miller. I'm telling you, give me that dude right there. I've seen that guy countless times. He hit it on the Bulls, 95. 95. Give me him or give me Larry Bird. Give me him or Bird. I'm telling you. Killers. My people don't understand Q. Larry Bird was a straight bona fide killer, bro. That dude would talk, and it don't look like he talk a lot of trash on the court, but he did. And he backed that shit up.
Yeah. He'll tell you where you go.
84, was it 84, 85, 86? All those, man, what? Larry Bird was the truth, bro. Larry Bird was the truth. I mean, this dude was calling, Dominique was like, he was guarding Larry Bird one night, and Larry Bird was like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot this shit. I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna get the ball, and I'm gonna run here in the corner. And I'm gonna shoot over in the corner. And then I'm gonna get the ball, that'll be falling out of bounds, and I'm gonna hit that too. I'm like, damn. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Give me Reggie Miller. Give me Reggie Miller all day, man. Reggie Miller, one of them. His shot was just so unorthodox. And to me, Reggie Miller was the best player to move without the ball. And I kind of patterned my game after that shit because I said, damn, Miller was always open, but he moved. Bro, he go from baseline to baseline. He go baseline to baseline. And he'll come back out to the key. Bam. But yeah, give me Reggie Miller, bro. Give me Reggie Miller on that shit. Yep. Or I can choose can I choose myself?
Go ahead.
I ain't know if you play. Give me goddamn, because that's how I was, man. Back in the day, what? Give me the ball. Fuck that. give me the ball. I'm a killer. I was a killer, bro. I wish I had my basketball team. Some of the guys on my team, bro. I wish I had them on the show. I was a killer. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. What GG Bravo, goddammit? Give me the ball. That's it. It's going down, bro. It's going down. But yeah, there's different avenues in it. That's the beauty of it. Professional basketball, and throughout the years, man, GC. I knew GC was gonna hit with the Jordan, and I mean Jordan at the time, man, was just phenomenal. The shot I said over Craig Elo. I remember the shot he gained against the Hawks when the fist pump. And of course the 1998 NBA Finals over Brian Russell, which is just one of the most iconic shots in NBA history. And like I say, you can go different avenues in this, man. Like I say, you got Jordan, you got your Reggie Miller, you got your Magic Johnsons, you got even Kemba Walker. Why the fuck not? I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what though, that shot by Derek Fisher, that had to be the best.
Get out of here. Get out of here with that shit.
I remember that he called it right out of bounds. It was just all he had. It was just when he called it, he just turned and shot, and it went rock bottom. And I was like, "Damn, what the?" It was damn near out of bounds when he caught that, and just turned and let it go. That had to be the best one I ever seen. It had to be, bro. Hey, they had your boy Popovich calling the commissioner, trying to turn the shot over and everything, boy. Hey, boy, took the heart out their chest on that one, boy. I tell you.
That's our show for today, man. We thank Q for being here today. Q, we thank you, man. We thank you, man. I know you got to go, but you got to get the hell out of here. Get out of here.
Hey, host got that Matt Barnes energy today, boy.
Yeah, man. Fuck that shit, man.
2004, 20 years ago.
Man. Oh, man, fuck that shit.
20 years ago when he hit that shot on you.
Yeah, that shit crazy, isn't it? 20th anniversary, man. 20th anniversary. Motherfucker, man. God. Oh, man, dog, I was so tore up. I said, yo, oh, my. He did it twice on us. He did it twice. Twice. He did it in the playoffs and he did it in the regular season. Son of a bitch.
You done got him triggered, man. You done got him triggered.
He did it twice on it. I said, what? Derek Fisher, every time he shoot, it's shit going in. 90% of the time is going in. Every time he shoot, man. I can stand that dude, man. I can stand that motherfucker. You can't guard Derek Fisher for 2 seconds? Tony Parker? Manu? Man, I was all up in the TV. I'm yelling at everybody. Everybody in the locker room. Take a shower, get the fuck out. I was mad, bro. I was mad. Shout out to the Lakers, though. Y'all want to chip that year? No? Yeah, y'all want to chip that year. Y'all want to chip that year. Yep, damn sure did. That was Western Conference Finals. No. Y'all knocked us out first round because we went first round. Y'all knocked us out first round. Y'all beat us 4-2. I remember that shit. Y'all beat us 4-2. Fuckers. The Lakers. Whatever. Whatever, big dog. Whatever. All right, man, let's go to the gridiron. Something that you guys been waiting on here. Waiting on the gridiron here. Let's go to Chicago. Let's go to the Windy City. Let's go to Windy City, man. The Bears coaching search has started. And it starts off with the leading vote getter to be the next head coach of the Chicago Bears after the firing of Matt Eberflus. Commanders offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury among top candidates for the Chicago job. Who will be the next head coach in Chicago? That's the pressing question after the Bears did the once unthinkable and fired Matt Eberflus midseason on Friday, around 24 hours removed from their loss to the Lions on Thanksgiving. Punctuated by the then coach indecision on Chicago's final play from scrimmage. For their final 5 games of the 2024 season, the Bears, who are 4-8, will move forward with interim coach Thomas Brown, who was elevated again Friday, just 3 weeks after being promoted from the passing game coordinator to offensive coordinator following Shane Waldron's axing. But what about 2025 and beyond? Brown is expected to get a look in Chicago's upcoming head coach search. This is reported by Ian Rappaport. And the candidates are, of course, Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, Lions defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn, Bills offensive coordinator Joe Brady, former Titans coach and current Browns consultant Mike Vrabel. And also among them at the top of the list is Commanders offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, who is familiar with Caleb Williams. So I want to Mark, good old Mark, my guy, Mark. Here's a question for my brother. Who do you think should be the next head coach of the Chicago Bears and why? And you don't have to go off this list. Anybody you want. Anybody. Your opinion.
That's really a tough question. If it can be anybody I want, and I know I'm going to break some parts, but this team really needs not only an offensive-minded head coach who can nurture the young quarterback in Caleb Williams, but they also need somebody who can come in there and bring stability and a cultural reset to Chicago and to that locker room, because that organization has been bad for a long time. They need somebody to come in there and bring a winning mentality and a winning attitude there. One of the first calls I would make would be to Jim Caldwell, the former head coach of the Lions. He's got a great offensive mind. He's got a lot of experience and has been very successful as both an offensive coordinator and as a head coach in the NFL. And I think he was unjustly fired by the Lions. And look how long it took them to turn that around. So I would call him, see if he's willing to come back. I know he's been out of the game for a little bit, but that'd be a call I would make. If all bets are off and everything's off the table, I can't lie. I'll also call John Gruden and see if he'd be interested in it. But for sure, one of the first people I would call would be somebody like a Jim Caldwell, just somebody who can have that experience, bring in that winning mentality, and also has the offensive chops to help develop a young quarterback. So those would be my top two guys.
What about, because they fired Shane Waldron as well as the offensive coordinator. I don't know why. That's kind of weird that they fired him, but anyway, who would you choose as an offensive coordinator as well? Just to throw that in there.
It's ironic enough because he was just let go by UCLA earlier this week, but I would call Eric Bieniemy and give him another shot. If not to be the head coach, then definitely to be the offensive coordinator, especially if you decide to go with a young offensive-minded head coach like a Ben Johnson, for example, somebody who might not have had much experience as an offensive-minded head coach. You can bring him in to not only run the offense, but also bring that coaching experience that he has. You could also, reach out to Pete Carroll as well. See Pete Carroll's interested. The energy and enthusiasm he brings to that young locker room will be a huge benefit to them as well. So you got a bevy of choices, but top three would be Caldwell, Gruden, and Carroll, with Eric Bieniemy probably being my OC.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Rockstar, Chicago Bears. Give me a head. Who do you think should lead this team of young guys, pretty much, the Chicago Bears next year?
There's a few guys I think would put Chicago in the right direction. I think one of the coach Ben Johnson, I hear his name out there, is Joe Brady as well. He offensive minded coach, or they can just go to where the good old days where that got them the Super Bowls by having a defensive minded coach and just have Aaron Glenn be their head coach, and then they can go and get an offensive minded offensive coordinator to help get Caleb Williams where he needs to be. And because that's where the Bears usually thrive. The Bears have always thrived on having a defensive mentality to help them within that division, that NFC North division, because that's what that division is pretty much based. Run game, have a nice, good defense, and they also, like now with a lot of the young quarterbacks, is based off of the passing game. But if you look at it within the defense, within the actual division itself, every team is predicated on having a good, strong defense to stop the run game as well. So that's the thing that with Chicago that they kind of already have. They got a defensive mentality. They just need that coach to get them there, and have a coach that Caleb Williams can actually hone into and talk to, offensive-minded assistant coach. Instead of it having a head coach be there. That's because I noticed one thing about it is, like, certain teams' mentality, they have to go with the mentality that got them there.
Exactly.
Like, being a coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's a defensive-minded coach. That's why Pittsburgh has been so great for all these years, because they got a coach that fit their culture. The same is with Minnesota. Minnesota is great because they got an offensive-minded coach that fits their culture, and they got a defensive coach that can build that defense for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every team in the NFL, they try to get a coach that fit their culture. So I think that's where Chicago will go. They probably go get Aaron Glenn, and like you said, they could get Eric Bieniemy to be the offensive coordinator or assistant coach to help Caleb Williams, because we've seen what he did with Patrick Mahomes. So anything can happen as far as with that. But that's my take.
No, you're fine. Let me stay right there. But do you think Chicago will make such a big ass move to make two black coaches?
Yeah. Why not?
I agree.
Why not?
I agree. Fuck the race. Let's win. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Houston got a black coach.
Yeah.
You talking about a career coach and offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
We can break. I mean, it's not like it ain't due.
It's due. It's well overdue, but it ain't gonna happen.
No, it ain't gonna happen.
So anything, I mean, to me, I feel like anything possible as far as within the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And if teams, to me, I feel like if teams want to win, they have to make those extra, those uncomfortable movements so barriers can be broken. Like I honestly think that having a black head coach and then having a black offensive coordinator, it can work. Because if you don't mind me saying, wasn't Tony Dungy squad? Tony Dungy had a surrounding of black head coaches within his or when he was coaching. So I mean, it's possible. And so did Lovie Smith as well. So
yeah, true. That's true.
But I get what you're saying though. Based off the opposite things, they always go for the opposite when it comes to the offensive side of things.
Stupid ass shit. Stupid. 504. 504, man. Who you think, man? GC, you a former football player, McNeese State. McNeese is in the building. Former football player yourself. Who you think, man? Who you think should be the next head coach of the Chicago Bears? Who you think?
So, knowing what we know, because we've seen the movie before, it's going to be Cliff. I feel like it's 100% going to be Cliff.
Yeah, I got to feel it too.
Just because of their history together, I feel like Cliff is going to be automatic and like they're going to do a couple interviews, but it's going to be Cliff down the road. If I had to pick, I'd pick Dennis Allen so they can lose forever.
Oh shit! Yeah, they're gonna be really. They would have. Oh my god, they would be trash, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's been some trying times this year. You know what I'm
saying? Bro, I feel you. We had them first. I know how you feel, bro.
Can I challenge what he just said?
Huh?
Can I challenge what GC just said?
Sure. Why the hell not?
GC, why would they hire Coach Kingsbury when Coach Kingsbury is proven at both the NFL and the college level he is much better as an offensive coordinator than he is as a head coach? No, that's number one. And number two, they literally had the opportunity to hire Coach Kingsbury as their head coach last year, and they passed him. They didn't even hire him to be the offensive coordinator. So they already passed on him. Why would they circle the block?
It ain't nothing to spin the block, Mark. Because especially when Caleb is going to be involved, and you already know Caleb is a diva. Yeah. We told everybody Caleb was going to have this exact season because he was not that good.
Yeah.
And he was frustrated on the field. The team really didn't care. Yeah. So to keep his morale up, they're going to bring in people that make him comfortable. That's just the league now.
Yeah.
You got a point.
I'm gonna help GC. I'm gonna help GC too, man, because and I get what you're saying too, Mark. Why would you go backwards? Like you're a coordinator, and we talked about this before on the show, and I agree with you, Mark, and I see where you're going with this. But when you're a coordinator, the next spot for you to go up is head coach. So you're not gonna turn down that opportunity to run a team. And now he got a second. If he get this job, which he probably might. You get this job in Chicago, it's like a second redemption because it didn't work out in Arizona, right? It didn't work out in Arizona. I'm not saying it's going to work out in Chicago, but he has another chance. Why not? He's not setting the world on fire with Washington. He's doing good, but he's not setting the world on fire like Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson ain't going nowhere. As much as everybody want Ben Johnson to go here and there, Detroit not going to let him go nowhere.
Yeah. I would love for Ben Johnson to be in New Orleans.
See, everybody wants him. He ain't going nowhere.
So he might go to y'all.
I can't see. I can't see Coach Kingsbury being another head coach again. I
understand.
Considering how he failed miserably at A&M.
Yeah.
I mean, not A&M, but Texas Tech.
I got you.
Seeing how bad things went in Arizona, and again, like Chicago, literally at this time, literally last year. Knew they were taking Caleb number 1 overall. Kingsbury was available to become their head coach or at least offensive coordinator. They saw the opportunity to pair Kingsbury and Caleb, and they said, "No, we good." So that's why I'm like that one's hard to see for me.
Yeah, I understand.
I understand it, but organizations do this all the time.
Yeah. I understand that shit. I get it. Before I run my mouth, Q. Now you've been knowing Q. You know this team more than all of us. You see them twice a year for many, many, many years. You've seen this Chicago Bears team. Who do you think will be the head coach going in the next year, 2025, for the Bears? Who do you think should be the right fit? I mean,
this organization is things are not going too good. This organization, the two quarterbacks that they have drafted, they have fired the head coach within the same year. For once, and this time, I'm gonna have to agree with Mark. And the reason why I say I'm gonna agree with Mark because it makes sense. We know that a long time ago. We know that a long time ago, this division it used to not be named the NFC North. It was so called the Black and Blue division, where you played defense and you had a power running back and you just grind things out. I think that ever since the Jim McMahon era in 1985 Bears, they had one of the most dominant defenses that you will ever come across. But the offense wasn't too good. Just had Walter Payton. That was it. Willie Gault, McKinnon. They didn't do too good well in the receiving department. But they won. They predicated on defense, and that's how the defense carried them to a Super Bowl. I think that getting an offensive coordinator for the Bears would truly be a mistake. I really feel that, like Mark, they should stay on what got them there. What is their franchise all about, and what's they been all about? Tough defense in cold weather. That's what they've been about. They should never change that. So getting a defensive coordinator as a head coach would be a great move for them. And getting an offensive coordinator to come in and mentor and get Caleb Williams to the point where he should be. I think Caleb Williams, seeing him play, I think he has some talent, but he rough around the edges in some areas in the NFL game. He needs someone to get in there and get the best out of him. Eric Bieniemy is an excellent choice. Excellent choice. I always liked the Eric Bieniemy. I thought he was done wrong as far as not getting a head coaching job out of KC, and also when he was the coordinator for the Commanders, they didn't bump him up. Then your boy fired him. But he's an excellent offensive coordinator. But I really think, like Eric Glenn, any defensive minded coordinator, to get that defense right where it's supposed to be. They got a pretty good defense, but get them on the top echelon, top 5 defense, and then get an offensive coordinator in there. So maybe Eric Bieniemy, someone that you don't have to worry about being a head coach. I think more Eric Bieniemy because of the more experience. Getting an offensive coordinator in 1 or 2 years, I don't know if that'll work for Caleb Williams. Eric Bieniemy has been there. He's coached Patrick Mahomes, been around for a while, knows the NFL game, and so he can get him where he's supposed to be. But I don't think that this is the type of offense for Caleb Williams, the kind of offense that's going to be, because that's just what Chicago is. They're not beat you down the field type of team, throwing 5 or 6 touchdowns. That's not them. Never have been them. So I don't know. So they just really need a true running back. That's all. A good running back and a good defense. That's always been them. That ain't never changed. And so them to try to change that, I don't think that's gonna work. To keep up with everybody else, powered offenses and everything. You gotta stay true to who you are. Don't change. Don't do that, because you try to mix it up. It's just not going to work out for your organization. And I think that's what has happened when they brought these quarterbacks in and trying to make these quarterbacks high-powered like these other quarterbacks, and it seemed like it just never worked. You're predicated on defense. You've always been that since way back in the day, and that's the way your identity is, and a good power running back. So I really feel that they need to bring in a defensive coordinator like Aaron Glenn. But more than likely they're gonna try to keep up with the league, get an offensive coordinator in, and be the head coach. And I think it won't work. I just think a defense they get an offensive coordinator for Caleb Williams himself.
Okay. So let me save this franchise. Bears fans out there watching, I hashtag you guys, so I know Bears fans is watching this show. I'm gonna try my best to save this organization because and I'm gonna go old and then I'm gonna go young. And I got a big, huge, imaginary disagree with the host button that Mark is about to press simultaneously. I already know that he is about to press the shit out of this button. I know it. I got a feeling. I know this dude for 3 years. I know this guy because it's coming. First off, I said this before this year in this show that NFL needs younger coaches. NBA needs older coaches. It works. Older coaches win championships in NBA. Newer coaches, they don't necessarily win championships in football, but players tend to play better and more. They give more to a younger coach. Look at Sean McVay, right? Okay, so I'm going to choose for the Chicago Bears on the young side. I'm going to choose to be the next head coach, Joe Brady. And why is because Joe Brady is a great play caller. Joe Brady and Josh Allen has a great relationship. Josh Allen, his numbers still ain't really like that. But Josh Allen has put on some great plays this season. Come on the play calling of Joe Brady, right? So I believe Joe Brady, the relationship he had with Josh Allen can kind of carry over because at the common denominator is Caleb Williams. That's the common denominator. That is the guy. You got Caleb Williams and coach. Because Caleb Williams is the guy that they invested in. The Bears never drafted a franchise quarterback. This is the guy right here. This is their guy. So what they're going to do now, they're going to try to bring in a coach that's going to satisfy him. A young guy like Joe Brady would be perfect. And I agree with some of you guys, Eric Bieniemy. Give Eric Bieniemy a fair shot at this and let him become the OC in Chicago. Oh, that's going to do great for DJ Moore. Oh, my God. That's going to do great for him. But I see that on the young side. Now, this is where Mark is going to disagree with me at. This is the old side. This is the old. This is why you Q. Check this out. The next head coach, I think, old school guy, for the Chicago Bears in 2025, should be no other than Steve Wilks. This is perfect stage for Steve Wilks. This is a guy who got screwed over by Carolina. This is a guy that got screwed over by San Francisco 49ers, but he got screwed over when he was winning. He's a winner. I still to this day don't understand why this guy's not coaching. He went to Carolina and turned shit to sugar. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. He took the San Francisco 49ers, number one defense in the league, to the Super Bowl, bro.
You don't understand? Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? You took him. He took San Fran to the Super Bowl, and he got fired because and Shanahan. That's bullshit because Shanahan he threw what's the name? He threw Wilks under the bus. Shanahan the one said he didn't know the goddamn rules of overtime. It wasn't Wilks. It wasn't Wilks. Wilks was used as a scapegoat. He was used as a scapegoat. But the fact is, the guy is a winner. If you guys can look at Super Bowl last year between the 49ers and the Chiefs, that defense shut down the Chiefs the whole goddamn first half. They shut them down, bro. They shut them down. Alden Smith, number 91, was killing Pat Mahomes. They could not do a goddamn thing. They couldn't do nothing, bro. They shut him down until Greenlaw went down. That's when Travis Kelce started catching. That's when they were showing Taylor Swift up in the skybox. But before that, Kelsey wasn't catching jack squat, bro. Mahomes was not doing nothing. San Francisco was winning at halftime. But Steve Wilks should be, I believe, a guy like that should have a fair shot in Chicago. He's a winner. And if Chicago was smart, they better get a guy that's going to actually come in there and bring that team together. Fuck the big plays and the big money. You need a team, a coach that's going to bring you together. That guy Wilks can do it. Chicago got to keep up with Minnesota. Now they got to keep up with Detroit, and they have to keep up with
Green Bay.
Packers. So you got to keep up with those three teams are winners. Those three teams, they're dogs right now in the NFC. They're dogs.
Is a baby Brian Flores, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He can do it, Q. I'm telling you.
He's a baby Brian Flores.
Let me add this. Now he's defensive. Hold on. I'm gonna paint this picture, y'all. Now, Steve Wilks, head coach, right? This team is young. He's old. He's defensive, right? Okay. But what Steve Wilks can do, I'm talking a lot, but I'm gonna make it quick. What Steve Wilks can do, Steve Wilks is all about coverage, cover two zone. It worked for Lovie Smith. Why the hell it can't work for it? Lovie Smith with the same way, zone coverage. It can work. Chicago, fourth best secondary in the league. Fourth. I'm telling you, that could work. Okay, so he's defensive. Now let's go to the offensive and help. And I know I'm going old school here. Frank Reich should be the quarterback coach. Yes, Frank Reich. Frank Reich should be the quarterback coach. And I know, like I said, that button is being pushed. But I'm going to tell you something about Frank Reich. The guy knows quarterback. Who the hell you think brought Carson Wentz to the plate? Who you think stepped Carson Wentz up? Carson Wentz, don't forget, Carson Wentz was on fire in 2017 before he got hurt.
He was the MVP too.
Nick Foles came in. Yeah, Nick Foles came in and won the Super Bowl, but Carson Wentz got hurt. But who you think built Carson Wentz to get there? They was on fire. Doug Peterson. It was Doug Peterson in the play of Carson Wentz. I'm telling you, Frank Reich should be, this is old school, Frank Reich should be the quarterback coach and offensive coordinator. I was up in the air with this, but why not use Brian Schottenheimer for the Dallas Cowboys? He ain't doing shit. He's not the play caller. Mike McCarthy calls all the plays. Why bring in a smart guy like Brian Schottenheimer? Yeah, Brian Schottenheimer, and they can use it. It can really it'll settle DJ Moore down. That way DJ Moore don't have to worry about crying so much. So you got in order to bring a coach in, you got to look at all the avenues and shit. Is he going to get along with this? Can he bring this together? Can he do this? Can he make the decisions? Come on, Mark. I'm shutting up. No, boy, get me rolling. Mark, come on, Mark. Come on.
You went full-blown Seattle Seahawks in Super Bowl 49 on me. You had that big miraculous play to get down the field, and I'm thinking you about to punch it in for the touchdown, only for you to throw an interception at the goal line. You did so good. I am a big fan of Steve Wilks. I agree with you 1,000% on that. Between how he was done in Arizona and how he was done in Carolina and San Francisco, I definitely feel like he would be a good candidate for that head coaching job. And then also he would already have a supporter in the building because DJ Moore was on that team in Carolina that Steve Wilks took over from Matt Rule that almost made it to the playoffs. So that I had no problem with. Where you lost me was when you said the name Frank Reich. That's really where you lost me. Because the last two times we've seen Frank Reich on the NFL sidelines, it was not a good look. We had one of the worst Thursday night football games of all time when he was the head coach of Indy, and him and Matt Ryan went against Russell Wilson in Denver. That was bad. His run as head coach in Carolina was bad. Why hire him when I could potentially have somebody like Brian Daboll or Lincoln Riley or somebody like that to come in and run the offense and quarterback coach, I would be looking at former Jacksonville great Mark Brunell, because he's been a QB coach up in Detroit with Jared Goff since Ben Johnson's been up there.
That's not bad. That's still old school, but that's not bad.
But
it's not bad. That's not bad. Hold on for a second.
You lost me with Frank Wright.
What's up, Trigger?
Trigger man, my dog.
I heard that shit before.
Hey, I'm gonna stand up for my boy Trigger, man. Every day he out here hustling.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the hashtag too, man. Appreciate the hashtag, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. Tell Philly G.
Man, what's up, though, man? Hey, how Devontae Adams working out for you, brother, man? How that working out for you?
Right. Hold on, though. Hold on, Mark. Hold your ass right there. Hold on, because
Trigger man.
Frank Wright. I said this before to you a couple of times. You can't go on the person's past all the way. You get what I'm saying? I'm not talking about what he done in the past. I say he developed Carson Wentz, not his record as a head coach. I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about what he did as a quarterback coach. That was his first year doing that shit, and look what he did to Carson Wentz.
You forget he had Carson Wentz as his quarterback in Indy too, right? So if the magic really wasn't there, it would have carried over.
But that was what, 6-7 years afterwards? Carson Wentz bounced all around then.
Nah, Indy was only his second team.
Nah, Indy was the second team.
Oh, second team? Okay. Yeah. So, but still, look at the time gap. The guy got a major injury.
It was about the same amount of time as it was between Devontae and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, it was like 2 years after.
So you mean to tell me that you wouldn't choose Frank Wright? So Frank Wright did good in Philly, right? He did good in Philly, but then they reunite in Indy, and you say Carson Wentz is nothing, right?
Yeah, Carson Wentz was bad in Indy. That was bad.
Okay, so which team had the most weapons though? Indy or Philly? Which team was better?
I mean, I'll give you that, but at the same time,
Carson Wentz had the chance to get into the playoffs, but they lost to Jacksonville that last game.
Good plug, Rob.
And that's why they
my guy.
That's what cost Frank Wright his job. That's what cost all of them their jobs when they lost to us.
Wasn't Frank Wright the head coach in Indy though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they were bad when he was the head coach up there. They had success with Phillip Rivers, and after Phillip Rivers retired, it was
Yeah, you're right.
And they gave up. They let the Vikings come back when he was the coach, right? Oh no, that was Jeff Saturday, right?
Yeah, with the Vikings. But y'all failed to understand. It's the players who won the coach. Frank Wright wasn't on the field when the Vikings came back. It was the players.
How bad did Bryce Young look under Frank Wright?
We can't listen. We said this before. We cannot punish the coaches for the players' wrongdoing. If the team is bad, it's not necessarily the coach. The coach's job is to put you in a position where you can execute. It is the player's job to execute on the field.
But this is football.
It's a double-edged sword, and of course the coach is going to.
Oh no, because there's been some bad coaching that some players probably.
That's why he says it's a double-edged sword. Yeah, exactly, Rock. I agree with you, Rock. But that's why G said it's a double-edged sword, which it is.
Yeah.
And who's going to win? The goddamn coach. I mean, the players. The players.
Because to be honest, I don't think it matters who you put.
Think about it. Mike McCarthy then had 3 winning, 12-win seasons. They consider him a bad coach.
What's that?
You read that?
Right.
Mike McCarthy then had 3 12-win seasons. Okay. This is his worst season as a coach with the Cowboys, and they're calling him a bad coach.
Yeah. What's up, Donna? Oh, what's up, Donna? Donna's in the building. Carolina Panther.
It's crazy.
What's going on with that?
The Panthers out today, man. What's going
It's
on?
a little bit too much Carolina Panther for me today.
Hey, it's crazy. Ever since you then came on, GC,
I know, man. What's
they
up,
came
G?
out like,
Yeah, what's
I'm
going
like, yo,
on,
bro.
bro? You breaking the whole
Look,
NFC South up here? We're gonna see some Bucks.
Look.
And my uncle, where he at? You might, if he gonna jump up in here, my uncle's a Bucks fan.
Hey, bro,
Stop
listen,
trolling that man, yo. Tell that man. Stop trolling that man.
Okay, Carolina. Okay, I see y'all. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's too early in Caleb's career for me to say this, but I don't think he mattered the head coach. I don't think Caleb is going to be good enough.
He's turned it around, though. You got to give him some kind of credit. He's turned around. He's got a lot more better to me. I think he got a killer mentality because these last 3 or 4 games he's been down, especially against Washington. He was down bad and he came back. Like that was some critical shit. I was like, oh, okay, this dude about to beat Washington in Washington. No, they was in Chicago. I'm sorry.
No, they was in Washington.
They was in Washington. I'm like, damn, they was losing. They were playing like shit. And then the second half, man, Caleb got it together. It was another game he did that against. I think it was the Colts. that they played. And I said, damn, he was losing, but he come. Coming back.
But see,
I said, damn.
for me, that's also a double-edged sword for me because how many times do we see teams have big leads and get comfortable and don't stick to their game plan?
Very, very true, G.
So
very
it takes for a team to get relaxed for him to look good.
Very true.
And also, he's thrown some hospital balls, but because of the rules,
yes,
and players not wanting to get that bad rep,
yep.
you know, they hold off.
Yep.
And it's just like, if this was Ed Reed or Brian Dawkins back there, it's automatic kill shot every time.
Automatic.
Like, facts,
let's go, G. That's what I'm talking about.
Facts, bro.
That's
so
facts.
I went to
that hit was dirty.
went to the Bayou. Which one?
Out that Aziz out Shahir. That hit was dirty.
I will spend the rest of the show arguing for him because it was
Mark
not
defending was
on
that shit.
Hey, you know, G, I had thought about you last night, man. They show it on the NFL, whatever. They still show it. And I thought about you, G, because you was a lineman. So lineman's mentality, you hit my quarterback, they gonna fuck you up.
They had to defend Trevor because that's their guy.
Evan Ingram, he can't cross. Bam.
But even so, if I'm a lineman, I'm going to fight. And I'm going to keep that to myself. But really, that was not a dirty hit. Trevor waited too late to slide, bro. We living in an era where quarterbacks.
He's 6 foot. He's 6'5".
No, listen. We living in an era.
Trying to slide that fast at 6'5".
We live in the era where quarterbacks, they'll scramble out the pocket and hint at making a move, and then they want to slide down. And it's like, if he doesn't do anything and Trevor keeps running, everybody's like, "Oh, what is he doing?"
That wasn't the case. He ain't pulled no Josh Allen or no Patrick Mahomes. He was sliding. You can tell he was gathering the slide. Brother led with his elbow.
How close can he
and
get
went
to me?
Full speed into him.
Listen, he already can't tackle him high because it's going to be a flag. So he has to go low.
He did the same thing to Derek Carr.
He can't go high, so he has to go low. And the quarterback gets to go low at the last second, and now it's a big deal? I was like, nah.
You ain't got to point on that one, too. That's double-edged sword. We double-edged today.
They wanted to suspend him for 3 days. 3 games. I was like,
he a repeat defender. If you're a repeat offender, they going
listen.
I can see if you
7
got
times
out
and
of
find him
games, though,
4. So
he had never been kicked out. He'd only been fined and thrown a flag. Come on, man.
So the purpose of the NFL is when they fine you to keep from suspending you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, how much money was it going to take for him to stop doing this?
He's playing football.
But I'm just saying, based on the optics of how they show the brother doing what he was doing on the field, hitting people when they already out of bounds. Like, I ain't talking about the Caleb Williams hit, because Caleb Williams was faking like he ain't want to go out of bounds. Talking about the Tony Pollard. I'm talking about him hitting Derek Carr with his elbow in the brother's neck, and
That's
Derek Carr
fucked
throwing
up.
the football.
Yeah, when you gotta raise your arm or your elbow, that's
one of the hits
a
he got
play
fined for.
Yeah,
and
and
you can't do that shit.
Understand it. I understand what you're saying totally.
So,
but I still think he slid too late. There has to be a time zone for him to slide, bro. You can't get right up on me and then
I'm looking at it now.
And like bail out.
6'5". I don't know how tall you is, but I ain't 6'5". I'm short enough to get down before I'm short enough to get down and slide before somebody like
I'm
that.
I'm not gonna wait till that last second.
Oh, nah.
You know, Dak Prescott did the same thing against the Giants 3-4 years ago when he got injured. Dak Prescott did the same thing. But he went too fucking late. I was watching the game. I said, bro, you fucking slide. What are you doing? He tried to get that extra. He tried to get that extra and he got messed up.
The window is literally this tight. I understand. But
He's seen the brother sliding. He should have laid on his shoulder.
He was already going. He was already tackling him low. He was literally already going to tackle him low.
I don't know, man.
I'm looking at it. I wish I could show y'all, but
he
NFL
was
get on my ass about that.
No matter what he did, because
the timing is a little fucked up.
He hit Sunshine in the leg, and then everybody has a problem with Sunshine getting hit in the leg.
Nah, I don't think he had anything to do with it. See, that's where I've been kind of opposed to the whole situation. They trying to make it seem like because it was Trevor Lawrence, that's why he got suspended that many games. He got suspended that many games is because he was a repeat offender. If this would have happened to somebody else.
The form.
Now just imagine if this would have happened. If this was CJ Stroud, would y'all be talking about this?
Oh fuck yeah, I would. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
But would you have said the player would have deserved if somebody would have hit CJ Stroud like that? Next game, who they play? Who the Texans play this week? No, they on a bye week. So when they come back off the bye, if CJ Stroud get hit like how Trevor Lawrence get hit, I want to know, is it still gonna be the same situation? Is they gonna say, well, no, this guy wasn't a repeat defender, so we ain't gonna suspend him 3 games? That's what the narrative is gonna be.
I get Rock. Me and Rock talked about this. We talked about this, and the reason why he's saying CJ Stroud because CJ Stroud is a star.
Yeah, so Trevor Lawrence ain't a star.
No, not a star.
He a sub. He like in the mid tier of in the quarterback range.
Yeah, he's in the mid range, but he's not a star.
Ain't like he a star. We lost more losing him than the Texans losing Aziz for 3 games. At least he can come back in the last game of the season.
That motherfucker lost. What's his name? My favorite receiver, Nico Collins.
He came back.
They didn't skip a beat. No. What I'm saying, when he went out, they didn't skip a beat.
Yeah, so he's just another piece. He was another piece, but I don't think the brother got any. I don't think he a mean person outside of. But when they got a situation that's showing about all of the hits and stuff like that, you gotta give a brother. You gotta show be somewhat of an example.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. You gotta hold the brother accountable for something. He didn't get suspended for this game and then went out there and hit somebody else.
It was like there was nothing else he could do.
Y'all making the media is making him seem like an Indomitian Sue or Vontae Perfect type player.
The media they gonna sprinkle their shit on it. The media gonna sprinkle it. That's what they do. That's what they get paid for.
I'm not saying that.
Brian Dawkins type player.
You got a history. If you got a history of doing something, it's going to come. It's bound to show up. I'm just saying. I don't know him personally, but if I show up late to practice 4 times in a row, and the team find me, and then that 5th time I show up late for practice, they suspend me. They got a history of showing me doing what I'm doing.
That's very true.
They got to hold the brother accountable on some type of level if they tried to already hold him accountable.
Okay, so T-Rock,
within the standards. That's all I'm saying.
Because I feel like there's nothing else he could do.
So
Yeah, I get that.
he's asking if you was the quarterback and you was in that situation, you was
No,
Trevor. What
if
would
he
you
was a
do?
linebacker, what is he going to do?
If he was a G.
Shit.
I mean, but
I
after that
can't.
hit, a lot of players didn't dive after people after that. Like the Bo in the game with Bo Nix, when he slid and actually was holding on to the dude's leg because the dude didn't dive at him. So I mean, I get what y'all saying. What is the defender supposed to do? But I'm saying as far as the suspension was warranted. Deserve that
Yeah,
shit.
that I
It's
got you with
that,
that one.
yeah.
That's my only thing. I
It's
mean,
damn
about
if you
the
do,
hit.
damn if you don't. That's why Richard Sherman,
I was
I
playing
can't believe
football
I'm
when you
agreeing
can
with
use
his
your
ass.
helmet.
But Richard Sherman said, what can you do when you're a defensive back? If you're a defender, what can you do? Because the rules are so protected for the offensive player. What the hell can you do? But I'm going to leave it at that.
That's on us wanting to see more points.
I'm gonna have to
Think
go find the
about it.
clip and send it to Mark.
That's on us wanting to see more points.
I went
He's
to
over.
the White Classic game this other week, and the quarterback throws,
Playing
it
the
was
movie
either a
Concussions.
slant or a post.
Damn.
And wait, is it good? So then
he froze? Yeah. All right. So we was in Chicago. I got you, G. We was in Chicago. Now let's go over to the West Coast. Oh, Devontae, where are you, Devontae? Let's go over here to the West Coast. If my computer will fucking work. Oh, there it is. The West Coast, man. The 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers, they are placing Christian McCaffrey on injured reserve with a knee injury for 6 weeks. Christian McCaffrey's 2024 NFL season started late and appears to be ending early. McCaffrey is being placed on injured reserve due to PCL injury by sustained in the San Francisco 49ers 35-10 loss to the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night. Head coach Kyle Shanahan announced Monday. Shanahan added that McCaffrey's injury won't require surgery and he will miss at least 6 weeks. God damn. With just 5 weeks left in the NFL, left in the regular season, McCaffrey would not return this campaign unless San Francisco mounted what appears to be an unlikely playoff run. Additionally, backup running back Jordan Mason is joining McCaffrey on injured reserve with a high ankle sprain, Shanahan added. Isaac Guerrero is expected to be the San Francisco lead back for the remaining of the 2024 season. Last season's AP NFL Offensive Player of the Year, McCaffrey did not play in his first game this season until week 10 after he was placed on injured reserve in September due to calf and Achilles injuries. Now he has an injury, a knee injury to come back from whilst leaving San Francisco concerned about their star tailback's future. In 4 games, McCaffrey recorded 348 scrimmage yards and 0 touchdowns. And let's go to Q. The Christian McCaffrey gone for the season. Christian McCaffrey. Now let's talk about me and you talked about Christian McCaffrey in the past. First of all, give me your take on Christian McCaffrey, and then second, what in the hell is going on with the defending NFC champion San Francisco 49ers? What has happened?
Okay, well, I'll answer the first question. What should they do with Christian McCaffrey? That what you said?
Yes, sir. Give me your take on it about him as a player, and what should they do with him?
Well, he's like the old saying with the old cats used to say, hell, when you're well, you just stay sick all the damn time.
There you go.
So, that goes it with him. When that man is hurt, he's really hurt. But, when he in and when he's healthy, he's one of the best in the business. That's the one big thing about them. But the San Francisco 49ers itself, We always been known that they're the Niners. Say bang bang Niner game, and they're known for winning. And they had their window, and every team has a window. And they went to their championship games and or whatever that window. But I think we have finally seen the end of the old San Francisco 49ers. That being said, they got a Santa Claus list of injured players. Off on the field, off the field, they had tragedy. Uh, Trent Williams and the cornerback Ward, I think they lost a child. Um, God bless their soul and their families. So with this thing going on, I really point to Kyle Shanahan. Um, I think he's not a motivator of players. I think he's just a good X and O type of coach. I think that's all he's been. He's good. He's just been an offensive guru. You always see him on the sideline with just that, with that player card right in front of his face all the time. And you don't never see him congratulating players when they come off the field and stuff like that. He it's when we have injuries and stuff like that, when players go down, when those players try to cross the field, it's up to him to get those players ready.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to him to get those players ready. And then we see it in Kevin O'Connell last year, and we had we lost Kirk Cousins, and we had quarterback after quarterback, and still, but it was up to Kevin O'Connell to get these guys ready, and he did a good job for what he had. We had people fly, dying like passing out like flies. But it's always up to the head coach. I just think he's not that type of coach that resonate with the players like that. He just, it's like we automatically assume that they're going to be NFC champion. They're going to assume they're going to the playoffs. But and then this team has an older roster too. They got a lot of older players on that team, and so we're looking at that too. But we're looking at from now on, we're going to look at the new 49ers, not the old ones. That's how I look at it, and I think the coach itself. I think they might. I think you need to resonate with the players more better than just sitting there just holding that call, not building a relationship with these players. It's just like Miami Dolphins with their coach. When they played last week against Green Bay, how are you supposed to get them motivated with your coaches on the sideline shivering? I mean, I want my coach when I'm out there playing. He's standing up soft and strong, and he giving me a good play in the snow and all that. That'll motivate me. Let me know my coach is behind me. Seems like he's just ready to get in the locker room. So and I already got the bad omen that we can't play in snow. So I need our coach to help us, get rid of that saying. But I really feel that this team is not going to be the same 49ers that we used to seeing. They've got some good key players that can make it happen, but the injury bug has been them bad this year. But the coach needs to be more of a player coach and sit behind that court to motivate these guys from ready to come in and play this game. But they might need to move on for Chris McCaffrey because that man ain't really played but for a couple games this year, and that's like I say, he stays sick all the time. And so you need to get somebody in there that's gonna be durable and try to build from that. But then, like I say, from here on out, we're gonna be looking at the new 49ers, not the old ones.
boy. Oh, cute. Boy, I'm laughing my ass off because I said, boy, that shit pisses me off, boy. He just be sitting there like, bro, show some kind of emotion. God, whatever. Oh, boy, I tell you. GC, what the hell is going on with San Fran, bro? What is going on?
I'm actually going to go opposite of Q.
Okay.
It's a reason McCaffrey was like third in MVP race, not an offensive player of the year last year. It's because he's a dog.
Yeah,
okay? He's a beast. Okay?
Yeah.
Injuries happen, and when you run him like they run him, the heart and soul of that team,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah, you're right.
You look at what happened with Leonard. They ran him so hard in college. When he got to the NFL, his years was already limited.
Facts.
And it's just like
Carolina.
they do that with everybody.
That's a
Derrick
fact.
Henry is lasting longer than people think.
Yeah.
And I still think Baltimore should run him more.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
I think it more comes down to Brock Purdy not being who people thought he was.
Ooh, there we go. I knew somebody gonna say it.
Because when you had McCaffrey to, get a ball to and save you, you was fine. You was about to get paid $500 million like Mahomes. McCaffrey's gone now. You running back by committee because Jordan Mason he was doing pretty damn good.
He sure was. Sure was. He led the league in rushing at one time, but
you don't have your heart and soul. You don't have your scapegoat no more. And now it's all on you. And this what you give? So I just feel like it is what it is. Brock Purdy is mid-tier. He's not elite, like we all knew.
Ooh.
And the team is what it is. And that's how I talk about the problems in the off season with the receivers. Might be like talking about being traded and stuff like that, bro. Like this wasn't gonna be a year for them. I've seen it.
Woo!
So Brock Purdy might get 140 mil now. I think anything over 145 really is too much for Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Mid quarterback.
I knew somebody was gonna go there. I knew it. GC has said it all. I hate it. GC has said it all. That is it. But I know this is like batting out the Babe Ruth. What you think, Rock? Damn.
Well, I'm actually gonna have to agree with GC because he said the same points I was thinking. As soon as you started to discuss the question, McCaffrey has been considered 100% of the offense for two organizations, so he's going to get the bulk of the reps. So there's going to be some wear and tear because there was some wear and tear when he was in Carolina. He'll be banged up a few games. And, when he first came to San Francisco during that first 2 years, he didn't, he was banged up a little bit. But when he's like, same as what Q-Dog says, when he's in the game, it's all bets are off. So I think what it is, what San Francisco need to do is to lower a little bit of his plate per se. You know what I'm saying? Lower a little bit of his workload a little bit because he get bulk of the carries in the run game. And he get bulk of the receptions in the passing game outside of how they sprinkle Kittle in there and how they take deep shots to Ayuk when he's not injured and how they carries here and there, screen passes to Debo or slants to Debo and how they run their offense and things of that nature. But I think they just hit an injury bug like normally a lot of teams do. After a Super Bowl loss, there's a certain thing that's going in the NFL. A team that loses the Super Bowl necessarily the next year don't get back the same way. It's either injuries, contract disputation, coaching may be all off with certain players, and that's one of the things that hit San Francisco this year. Because before, when they got Garoppolo, they had a bad year, and Garoppolo got hurt, and then the next year. They went to the Super Bowl. So, I get what you're saying with a championship window, but San Francisco championship window ain't closed because the NFC is wide open. The NFC ain't just controlled by one or two teams like the AFC is controlled by the Kansas City Chiefs. So, the NFC is wide open. So, as long as you have good coaching and you may suffer a season, but that next season, San Francisco is right back in the off season, depending on what they do this off season, they're gonna be right back in the championship conversation. So I just think this was just a year, like GC said, that all good teams go through. They had that down year. We seen that with the Patriots. Patriots had a down year, may have lost in the first round of the playoffs or had some scrutiny going on, and then the next year Brady got them in the Super Bowl. So teams go through it, especially the teams that got a good culture around them. But I also think with Shanahan, he's growing older. So I think he's starting to take on a little bit of his dad's mentality, because there's a lot of people I don't know if a lot of people forget, but he was under his dad's coaching staff for years when he got into coaching and things of that nature. So I think now he's trying to take on that no nonsense attitude to where as though when they were actually winning, he was more involved. He was more engaged in the team, high-fiving the defense, giving McCaffrey a nudge here and there when he come off the sideline. So I think he just got to get back to that. Stop trying to, reinvent himself because he's getting older and within the franchise. The only way San Francisco gonna get back to winning is it, like Q Dog said, I will agree, it's gonna start with their head coach first. He's got to change mentality.
I agree with The Rock. I definitely. Ooh, that's another one. But I'm telling you, if this was around the horn, y'all got a whole lot of points. Holy shit. Mark?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like how I'm the one that has the reputation for always throwing random shade and random shots at people. GC came out of left field with that comment.
GC came with it, bro.
He had a target, and he knew the day before he said, bro, hey, come on, man.
Yeah, kid.
Thank God Devo ain't here, bro.
Yeah, he would have held that one.
That would have been with Garrett Blunt when he was at Boise State versus when he was at Oregon versus Boise State. But
LeGarrette Blunt. Oh, snap.
Yeah,
we go way back.
When he cracked old dude in his blind
spot.
coming.
Oh, snap.
But to answer the question, Chris McCaffrey, 2 words, and I hate this happened to you, bro. You just got hit by the Madden curse. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. The Madden curse really got you this year, dog. Ain't nothing on you. I understand the injury concerns were like from his time in Carolina, but the team around him back in those days when he was really carrying the load wasn't as good as what he has in San Francisco. So more was required of him, and his body was being put through a lot during that time period. So I kind of like exclude that a little bit. The one thing that I kind of agree somewhat with y'all on is there are some problems with this team, but my focus of like not necessarily to blame, but the person I got my eye on to kind of get this thing turned around isn't Kyle Shanahan. I'm looking at the GM John Lynch. John Lynch has had to make some very tough decisions with this roster to pay his top players, and in order to pay his top players, he had to get rid of some of the depth on that team. What's my man name? DeForest Buckner. They let him go to Indianapolis. They let Meek Robertson go to not Meek Robertson. What's my man name that left from San Fran and playing in Jacksonville now?
Eric Armstead.
Yeah, Eric Armstead.
I don't know why I said that's what I meant because it wasn't Aldis Smith,
bro.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking Aldis Smith in the Super Bowl, but it was Armstead, number 91.
Yeah,
he was causing trouble, bro.
They let him go, and then I feel like where they made a mistake, and this is not shade, just me being real. A lot of these teams who have these championship windows, who have a lot of talent, a lot of depth, a lot of talent on their team. One of the ways they stay really good for long stretches of time is while they're good, they continue to add depth and quality pieces to their team and help keep their team strong and efficient throughout their long seasons, throughout their long runs. And I feel like San Fran kind of failed to do that. While they were good, they could have gotten more depth at receiver, could have gotten some more running back depth to help take some of that load off of McCaffrey, like T-Rock said. Definitely could have gotten some depth and some quality pieces for their defense, especially right now when a lot of their defense is hurt. I think they had a golden opportunity to do that this offseason. If it was me, I would have traded Ayuk to Cleveland for Amari Cooper or maybe even a Pittsburgh. You could have gotten a boatload of draft picks out of that.
I agree with that.
And you could have turned those draft picks into quality depth pieces for your team. Not only are you adding young talent to your roster to help counteract the aging talent that you have, but in case that starting talent gets hurt, like it did this year, you're going to have backup that can come in and keep you playing at a high level. So that's where I kind of feel like the ball was kind of dropped, and I put that on the GM John Lynch. Not saying he's a bad GM, not saying he needs to get fired, but there were some mistakes that were definitely made that could have helped prevent this from happening. And also another issue that I kind of see, you know, they have some leadership, but it's like it feels like they have a lot of Chiefs and not a whole lot of Indians. I really feel like this team really needs a uniting voice to bring that locker room and the coaching staff together, keep everybody in one accord, and kind of be in that one band, one sound kind of mindset. Right now, it feels like they have a lot of different leaders on that team, all with great leadership qualities, no doubt, but all kind of like delivering different messages. So I wish they would get that cleaned up. McCaffrey should be good. But I don't know, man. I feel like they really should have traded Ayuk when they had the chance, just to get some more depth in that roster, so they wouldn't be in this position. So that's on the GM. That's on John Lynch.
Okay. Well, GC, you say you disagree?
A small disagreement because of the coach. I would like because the coach I am in my mind and the way I would run my team. I trade Debo and keep Ayuk. You probably would get like a tad bit more for Ayuk, but I'm getting rid of Debo first.
I don't disagree with that move. Either one of them would have helped them, but I'm just saying I feel like like you said, they would have gotten a lot more of a haul and a lot more draft picks by trading Ayuk than they would have by trading Debo. And then the one counter argument I want to say to Q-Dog, Q-Dog, I wasn't around back in the day, so this is where I'm going to lean on your expertise. Your knowledge is one of the great NFL trivia champions on the Real Sports podcast here. Was Bill Walsh ever a great motivator when he was the head coach? I thought he was purely an X's and O's guy throughout like all the content I've seen of him, and his team was pretty successful. So if Bill Walsh could be strictly X's and O's and win the Super Bowl and have success, what's wrong with Kyle Shanahan doing that? That's what San Francisco is known for, right?
Well, Bill Walsh was kind of like, what can I say? I mean, you're talking about different type of players here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, number 82, the tight end. I mean, they had a prolific offense, and I think Bill Walsh was a better motivator than Kyle Shanahan. He talked to Joe Montana. You know what I'm saying? On the sidelines and everything. So yeah, he was talking to the players, but Kyle Shanahan don't talk to them.
Okay.
He just stays. Don't really move. Only time he moves is when he arguing against the play on the field. Otherwise than that, the players come off the field, play. He don't congratulate them, none of that. Just stay behind the car.
Okay.
I got you.
I'm raising my hand. Hey, let me say this too. Like, I'm gonna help Q out in it. Because Mark, I don't like how you came at the dog, bro. I don't like that.
No.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
I just
I know it.
Trust me, when I go after Q-Dog, it'll be blatant and obvious I'm going after Q-Dog.
I know it. Well, the difference with Walsh was Walsh didn't have to do all that because those guys wanted it. Walsh didn't have to do that. Those guys, they executed. Nowadays, you got to push these players because they just not going to do certain shit. So back in the 80s, they didn't have to fire nobody up. Those guys was fired up before they even hit the tunnel. They was already ready. Like I say, now you gotta prime them up, man. You gotta, this ain't like Ray Lewis when he come out and do the dance and all that, blah blah blah. I mean, it's just not motivated.
Nowadays, they need a Jameis Winston speech.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
They didn't need that in the 80s, bro. They come out to get it. So all they needed was somebody to direct them. That's all they needed.
It's like Arian could come out, give a speech, go lay somebody out when the team is fired up for the next 4 quarters. Everything is good.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everybody want to a handshake here, and
That's it.
a good job there. Like, bro,
There
just
you
run up and
go.
play the game, bro.
Yeah, that's why Sean McVay is so. That's why he's kept his job with the Rams, even though they was bad. Sean McVay is a hybrid. And what I mean hybrid is, first of all, he's young. Second of all, he's interacting with his players. When they score a touchdown, Sean McVay is down the end zone celebrating. You know, and then McVay is family. He's all about coaching. He's a very smart. He's an X and O's guy too. So he's a hybrid. See, in the 80s, all they had was X's and O's because, like I said, they didn't have to celebrate and do all that good stuff. They just, look, here's the play. You go do it. That's it. That's it, man. So, John Gruden Jr. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You're right. You're right, man. So he didn't have to do all that stuff. So that's the difference with old Billy Walsh. Man, that guy was smart.
I got you.
Smart as shit. Well, we are at the end of the show, and boy, like I said, it's been 3 years with these gentlemen. And before we get out of here, though, I got some stuff that I worked on all night, so I gotta play it. I know we're about time, but I gotta play it, man. Got some stuff I want to share with y'all. Let me see if I can do that. Hold on. Computers are not my thing. Okay, there we go. You know, we had a lot of in 2024. We had a lot of moments, I should say, great shows, monumental moments, and monumental shows. We had a very first this year. We had a very first segment of On the Mark with Young Mark. Remember that?
Hey, bro.
You hear it?
Yeah.
Alex McCool is being forced to switch positions. The Packers are forcing him to become a wide receiver in order for him to stay on the roster. I think that's a huge mistake. He can play quarterback on a professional level. I think he can play quarterback in the NFL. I hate seeing guys having to switch positions and they're really, really good. This isn't like a situation with Terrell Pryor where it's like, hey, you're good, but you're more.
You know the background behind that, boy. Somebody was more nervous than the hook in church.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Tell me some slack, man. Tell me some slack.
Somewhere where he can play quarterback, throw the ball. He proved last year he's definitely one of the best at it. Moving on to the final game of the weekend.
Look at him.
This is pretty much an elimination game for my beloved DC Defender.
Psych. DC Defenders. All right, whatever. But yeah, we had On the Mark. Man. Oh, yeah, I agree with you on that. I just love spring football, period. We had that. We had this here.
That's what they are, you know what I'm saying?
We had a very first we had our very first man-to-man barbershop episode. Remember that, Q?
I have a saying that I love. One of the sayings by Martin Luther King that I love. Like you met, Martin Luther King made many quotes, and I got one of the quotes that I like. That he says that a true measure of a man is not during his times of comfort and convenience, but during his times of conflict and controversy.
Preach on, Mark.
I mean, that's a very nice quote about the subject that we're talking about today. We're saying that, you can't be measured by comfort and convenience. You can't be measured by that. You are measured by conflict and controversy, things that you go through. Are you going to make it? Are you going to persevere? Are you going to weather the storm? Are you going to get on the other side of the storm safe? It's going to be a storm. You're going to get knocked out. We know these things. So are you rather stay here in comfort and convenience where you know you're safe? Or you rather go through the trials and tribulations to get knocked down to get to the goal what you're trying to get to? So a lot of people
check him out. Check out Q. All right, Rim. Oh man, that was a blast, man. That was doing that, man, and that show, man, was something else. This one's It's
in my
Mark.
own personal life, I give a lot of credit to my dad because a lot of what makes me who I am came as a result of my dad making me feel uncomfortable. Like Host was talking about, me, I'm a young dude, man. Give me some video games, and man, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just stay inside and play video games all day. But one of the things that my dad forced me to do, because my dad is a polar opposite of me, where I like video games, technology. My dad's a man's man. He got to be outside working on something, doing something for him to be comfortable. So what he would make me do was every Saturday morning, I had to get up, I had to eat breakfast with him. It was like 7, 8 in the morning, and we went outside. I had to help him mow the lawn, and wash the cars, and do housework and stuff for a couple hours. And at the time, I really hated it, man. I'm like, man, why am I doing this? This is stupid. Like,
Mark was in his feelings.
Hey, bro.
Mark was in his feelings.
Younger me was time to vent. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't say that back in the day, but I can say it then.
Yeah, me too, bro. Shit, hey, hold on. I was there. Hey, man, I was there too. Oh, goddamn. You know, I had to say my piece or two, boy. Y'all know me, boy. You do what you gotta do throughout the week, and then he comes Saturday morning, he's like, yeah, man, that sound that bad. Whatever. And boy, he comes. He gets up 5 in the morning. And he'll go use the bathroom, and he'll stand by the door. I can't see him because it's dark, but I know he's there. I know he's there. Come on, youngster, he's on up. When I see him go around the corner, I'm every Saturday, yo. Leave me alone, man. God damn. I ain't sitting in his face. I don't know. I ain't saying his face. Hell no.
You can't get them young people out there. You gotta have a fight on your hand. I promise you. You gotta have a fight on your hand. You know, a lot of adults, they just
you're gonna have a fight on your hand, boy. Q, you said it best, man. We had some good moments, man. We had some good moments on the I can't talk barbershop. There's some great moments on there. Who remember this one? Talk to him this year. We had some monumental on a wrestling show. We had some monumental goddamn. Oh my God. The infamous Mark smacking Philly G. I mean, smacking the pure eagle piss out of him, I suppose. Oh, we cue that up.
Hey, Q-Dog, I want you to take notes, man. That's what a real dominant trivia champion looks like right there. Take notes, man.
Oh. He can't.
That's again. No, because I can see the match. I can't think of the WrestleMania.
All from the mind of the host.
Yeah.
Nigga Rock investigate. Look at Rock. Yeah. Rock up there. He messing with him, bro. It's already over.
I mean, I know it's already wrapped up, but it's like if I don't get, you already know how I feel. I see the
Philly G butt hurt, bro.
But I'm gonna just go ahead and go 8. WrestleMania 8.
No. Marcus.
What was Ty Dillinger's favorite number? I think it was
10.
Philly G, god damn, bro. God damn, Philly G. And those who know it on that right there, man, Philly G got smacked. That is the worst ass whooping on trivia ever. Smacked 7
Yes,
to
7-0.
Nothing.
They were all steals, too.
They were all steals.
steals.
Philly G had the right to answer, and he got them all.
Steals, bro. All steals.
Mark never got a question asked to him that night. That was crazy.
There's more, ladies and gentlemen. I got a few more, bad boy.
Cucumber walked away with a McIntyre. I'll be seeing you soon.
And then when somebody pick you, you let them down. What is your
Look
problem?
at Rock.
It was Utah, dude.
This was like
Y'all hear what Rock said?
This was the equivalent of the 49ers going into the financial field to play the Eagles this past season.
Oh, damn.
So,
notice you can't say the Raiders did it.
They say you tapped out.
Shots fired.
Yo, I'm about to put Drew McIntyre. I quit. Oh, man. No, I'll be back next week. So that's why I said I'll be a Drew McIntyre. Batista's a quick behind Bug. I can't say that out loud. But it's all good stuff.
Oh, look at Rock. Rock messing with the whole show, bro.
I feel like I didn't even have shit.
But I don't even think I had to stand up for that tribute. That's how easy that was. I didn't even have to stand up for that tribute.
No, you didn't, bro.
A piece of cake, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah. That joke was crazy, though. There's more, man, because I was like, bro. I said, Philly G, if Philly G talk after the show, Philly G was like, man, did I perform that bad? Yes, you did, bro. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. This was the finals between this was for the first ever wrestling trivia championship. And it was between Rockstar Rock and Young Mark. This was pretty good. What happened to my screen? Share. I got you. There we go. And this was between Rock and Mark.
That's safe, bro. You didn't answer a question last week, so you can't really say anything. You stole all your questions. Hey. This was a championship early round right here.
But Philly G was talking trash, bro. And Rock was like, you ain't even asked one right, bro. What you talking about? That was good, man.
See, you gotta change. You got to change sports to try to get one up for me. Philly squash match before my pay match. You know what I'm saying? He'll get me over. I appreciate it.
Oh man. Well, that's our show for.
Bro, I have
you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Yo.
I gotta admit, host, I don't fear nobody when it comes to trivia. But anytime my opponent is Rock, when them palms start to get a little sweaty, that man Rock, when you give me a run for my money every time.
All spaghetti. For real.
Man, every time I go against
Rock rugged, bro.
The 98584 come through, you know what I'm saying? You know you be shivering.
Ain't nobody scared of Louisiana.
You should be.
But
you got it.
Rock gave him one of the best. That was one of the best trivias, bro.
I'm ready.
Rock versus Mark was one of the best. That was. Yeah. I was like, God damn, they was going back to back, and I was like, oh shit, like that was good.
That's Shawn Michaels and Undertaker right there, dog.
Yeah, kidding, boy. That was going at it, boy. But before I end this, I did it last year, but man, I always got to play it. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Q. Boy, you got history. The funniest goddamn segment. This is the funniest segment ever to me, bro.
On this podcast, it's something that's been on my mind for some years now. And
Look at Baltimore.
When I say this, I'm not trying to. I know I might catch some flack about this. And y'all have your own opinion, but this is my opinion.
I'm trying to hold it together, bro.
I'm not a big fan of Valentine's Day. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm not a big fan. I know the star show. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm not a big fan. First of all,
I try to hold it together, bro.
I got two commercials. I I lived 5 decades to see how it done grow. I remember at one point where it wasn't really talked about that much in my 20s, you know, when I was a teenager. But now, I figure if a man is with you 365 days out of the year, he's paying bills, he's providing food in the house, and he's with you doing this, including me and on his podcast.
It's just clips of it, man. But I'll tell you, you got the funniest. But I tried my best to keep it together, bro. I tried my best. It's the last one. It's the last one. I tried my best to keep it together, bro. I was like, I found it though, Mark. That's why I stayed up last night trying to find it. Hold on. Me playing. I spent hours trying to find this thing, man. And I finally found it. I was like, hell yeah.
He's paying bills. He's providing food in the house. And he's with you doing this and Christmas and all this. If that don't show that man don't love you, he could have been there easily go. You know what I'm saying? Now, one day that I don't bring some flowers, take you to a high-end restaurant, that means 364 days out of the year, I don't love you. I don't understand that concept. You know, now, to me, I can buy, most times it might come during the week. I don't work. I buy your card. Happy Valentine's Day, baby. I'm going to sleep. I got to go to work. Do all this other stuff. Okay, then. But if I don't do it, that means I don't love you. I mean, what happened to the other 364 days out of the year I've been here?
Well, that joke still funny to this day, bro. Oh, that joke funny still to this day, man. Oh man. Oh,
you know what clip I wish you had?
What's that?
Remember, you cracked the code when everybody lost it.
Oh man, I could not find it, man. I swear I tried to find it, G. That was the best show. That was bad, man. That show I had fun like hell. Mark, put you on assignment. Mark can find it quicker than I can. Oh my God, man. But anyway, man, we had some great goddamn moments on this show. It's 3 years. Oh. Q, you standing on the Valentine? Oh, that shit funny as hell, man. Whoa. Damn, I'm going ahead of myself. Damn. Get my shit together here, man. It threw me off. Okay. Where I'm at. Okay. All right, before we get out of here, man, again, thank you guys for watching 3 years of the anniversary show. We're going to get on out of here. It take too much of your time. Normally, I post it in the Real Sports group, but I didn't this year because I think I'm going to make an executive decision. The executive decision, ladies and gentlemen. So, Q-Dog, those of you who don't know, Q-Dog is the very first Real Sports Podcast MVP. And Deuce, he is the second Real Sports Podcast MVP. Shout out to the Deuce.
Oh, my boy.
But I chose. What? Hope he's in the building. But I chose, ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 Real Sports Podcast MVP. Where's my music?
You about to be eliminated from Survivor.
I hope he's in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 Real to Sports Podcast MVP is suspense. The suspense. Ladies and gentlemen, the MVP is Rockstar Rock. Rockstar Rock. Come on, man. Clap them up. Clap them up.
Yes,
Clap
sir.
them up.
Thank you
Rockstar
for
Rock.
Thank you for the modesty and things of that nature. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just love doing, hanging with you guys on Saturday and, rocking with y'all when I can on Tuesday and things of that nature. Just like to say, I built a brotherhood with a few of the panelists and whatnot. And, you know what I'm saying? I wish nothing but the best for you guys and y'all endeavors in life. And, shouts out to y'all families as well.
Appreciate you, man. Rockstar Rock. Rockstar Rock is the 2024 Brutal Sports Podcast MVP. And I chose that personally. As a man, also is dedicated like Mark and Q. This man and Philly G as well. I'm not going to discount Philly G. But this man is I tell you, Rock has been there. And I know I've done a couple of shows with just me and Mark. Of course, a lot of shows with me and Mark. Oh, hell. And a lot of shows with me and the dog. But, man, this man stepped up. He said, host, let's go. Just me and him. And he stepped up. And I see the passion that the man has for the show. I see the passion that he has for the show. So why not choose a guy like that who's dedicated? And he brings that fire every single time he's on the show. And also, look at his career, man. His career has got better, too, as well. So things are turning around for the old Rockstar. And Rock, congratulations, man. You are the 2024 Real Sports Podcast MVP, brother. MVP. No doubt.
I appreciate it again, man.
Yes, sir.
Just go up there with a lot of accomplishments that are small accomplishments myself.
Yeah.
You deserve it. This is one of them up there. I appreciate it. I truly do.
You deserve it. I ain't got that button, but yeah, man. So you did it, man. You did it. Oh, man. That's our show for today, man. As always, we want to thank you so much for 3 years. 3 years. 3 years for allowing us to entertain you guys, man. Thank you for all 3,636 subscribers out there and all over the world. 25 countries that's showing us some love throughout the years around the world. Again, thank you so much. Support all the comments that come through, man. All the like button hits. And while you're at it, man, hit that like button for these guys. I'm talking about Young Mark, the OG, the legendary Q-Dog, my man, the flyest man in the land, GC, and the new MVP, Rockstar Rock, man. Hit that thumbs up for him. This is the best damn podcast panel on YouTube. I wouldn't trade these jokers in for the world. I'll tell you now, I could not do it without them. This show would not be jack squat. I've done a show by myself, but it ain't good. It ain't good. I don't like the feeling of it, but I would not be here if it wasn't for these guys right here. So I got to give them all the credit, and the credit is due. We should put these guys on a pedestal. These guys are kings. These guys are the heartbeat of this show, the heartbeat of the show, and I appreciate them. I'll go to war for all of them. If GC called me, he got a problem, and I got to go to New Orleans, let's go. I got that man back right there. I got that man back. Rockstar Rock, he got problems in the DMV. I'm coming. Mark round the corner, High Point. Got you. And the dog, you already know. I think I know the dog longer than all of y'all. And the dog already know. Yeah, he already know. Already got his back. He got mine. That man said he got if he had $2 worth of gas and he's stuck in California, he gonna try to get to me. That's what he told me, man. But again, man, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you guys, man. 3 years. I really want to take time off to GC, man. Thank you, GC, for showing up, man. I know that you work like a dog, bro. And I know that you got a tough schedule, but it really meant a lot to me for you to make it today, man, because again, you the one that made this show what it is. And I felt like I needed to at least reach out to you. And I'm glad that you answered the call, brother. We appreciate you, man. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you, fam. All the ways, always, man. You're the flyest man in the land, boy. Flyest man in the land. And
I'm trying my best.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate every one of y'all, man. Again, to the dog, a good friend of mine, very, very, very good friend of mine. And if those of you don't know, man, if it wasn't for Q, it wouldn't be a barbershop. He inspired me to create that show because me and him, we talk on a different level than just sports. We talk about real life things and situations like that. And that brother inspired me to do something better all the time, man. The dog, one thing about the dog, he gonna come at you hardcore. He gonna come at you strong, but it's all love. It's all love. You gotta just gotta deal with him a little bit like that. That's all it is. Because he old school. That's how it is. And last but not least, man, to my number one guy, my guy who's been here since day one, man. I'll tell you, that guy right there is one of the most loyal guys ever, man, in my life. And like I said, I at Heads Up Barbershop, they said, "Hey, man, it's a dude in here. He's a Raiders fan too, man. And he always talking about sports, man. He'll be good for your podcast." And at the time, I ain't had nobody. I just started. And I was like, damn. And I kept messaging. I said, God damn it. I said, I got to figure out how to get this guy. I got it. Because they were like, yo, you talked to Marquette? You talked to him? I said, no, he ain't answering me back. And then I happened to see him. And then we got to talking. And then boom. Now, that first episode, we ain't going to say nothing about that. But it was off to the man. And I've seen Mark grow as a podcaster. I've seen him grow, man, from of course, all those Real Sports NFL wins, trivia wins, and to now him doing college football now. He got his own segment, man. He is growing. And On the Mark, check that out every Tuesday at 7 p.m. live right here on YouTube. But if you check that out, man, I'm telling you, man, Mark has grown as a host, and he also co-hosts of Talk to Him Wrestling as well. So the dude is just growing. Everybody is evolving. This is 3 years, man. I just can't say how much I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for y'all, man. Thankful to my wife. My wife, she puts up with it. One thing about my wife, when it's showtime, she don't say nothing. She don't never nag me. You doing the show? I don't never hear that from her. So she always support the show. So it is, man.
Wife, man.
Man. Hey, GC says shout out to you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, shout out to Mrs. Host for sure.
Mark too. The whole gang up here.
And Lil Host. Shout out to him as well.
You too, son. All right.
Yeah,
man. So shout out to everybody, man. Again, anybody want to say something before we get out of here? I know I ran y'all time up on a Saturday. Everybody's good.
We appreciate you, host. Especially giving us the opportunity to come on here and talk sports. And from a personal point of view, man, thank you for being a voice for advocating for mental health in not only the Black community but amongst men as well. You allowing us to use this platform to bring awareness to mental health has done immeasurable things to the community and to the world. So we appreciate you for that, man.
Don't make me cry, Mark. Go ahead on. Man, you guys, man, I appreciate the love though. I swear I love all y'all, man. And I'll tell you, I'll go to war for all y'all. I would. I'll go to war for you, man. I go to war for you guys too out there that's watching all over the world. Again, man, thank you guys for allowing us to come into your living rooms via TV, iPad, phone, wherever you watch us through. Thank you again. I'm going to stop talking, but we will be back Tuesday night with the scores from week 14. And young Mark would do what he do best. He will bring that heat one last time with college football news on the Mark, man. So come on back this Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live right here on YouTube. And remember, man, to support mental health, never fight it alone. Always find somebody to talk to, man. You are not in this alone, man. thank you so much for 3 years, man. And everybody around the world, please be safe and stay safe. And that's in order.